You know, I can't think of a game that combines the skills of football and basketball, except for one, right here on American Gladiators, Powerball. 45 seconds of pure mayhem, which requires the skill of strength, agility, and quickness. With these balls, you try to score as many points as possible within the allowable 45-second time limit. From one end to one end is where the contenders must score. And make the moves here, kind of come to the side, kind of an O.J. Simpson thing. Oh, come on, come on, come on. All right, here. Over here where it's one, over here where it's one. All on the outside, you score 1 point. If you're tough enough to get to the middle and quick enough, you can get 2 points. But let me tell you something right now. It ain't that easy, because there are going to be 3, count them 3, American Gladiators trying to stop our contenders.
All right, ladies, you'll hear ready, and then the whistle.
We hear the voice of referee Bob McElwee getting the contest underway, and right off the bat, Christine scores while Cheryl Ann takes a tumble into the wall.
Tries to get back against Blaze, but Blaze does an outstanding job of keeping her away from the cylinder.
A couple of forearm shivers there, Mike, but Cheryl Ann persists and gets one in the middle.
Christine Lakatos trying to make her way past Zap. Nothing doing there, about 4 moves too many.
Now the whistle blows. There must be an infraction.
I got a point for blue over here on a tackle. Pick it up.
The rules of Powerball prohibit tackling, so Christine Lakatos wins the point.
And right off, the beneficiary of it becomes Cheryl Ann, who sneaks one in.
She also got a much-needed breather. Clock winding down now. Both contenders out of gas, and that's it. We've got a 4-4 tie.
For the energy expended, I'm sure both women are saying to themselves, I don't know if 4 points was worth it. I should have got a little bit more than that. Here we see a bit of a lame call on Zap as she prevents Christine from going to the cylinder, but they call it a tackle, and she's awarded a point. On the other hand, we see Blaze coming up top high to the head, knocking Christine out of bounds, but no penalty was called. From the overhead cam, we get a chance to see Cheryl Ann double-teamed while Christine sneaks in for a point.
And the 4-4 tie enables Christine to get on the scoreboard, but after 2 events, Cheryl Ann still has a 10-point lead. And now the men are ready to go. Eric Sutton 5-0 over Jean Cueva as they get set to go in Powerball.
And as both men focus on the competition ahead, we get a chance to look at the 3 gladiators that they will be going against: Laser, Gemini, and Nitro. And these 3 gentlemen take up a lot of room out there on the Powerball surface.
Ready?
Referee Bob McElwee starts the event. The Gladiators are always intense for every event, but they seem to turn it up a notch for Powerball.
Well, they're aspiring football players. A couple of them had stints in the pro game, and they think of themselves as tough guys. They want to assert themselves here.
Eric Sutton really gets worked over there. And watch John Cueva. He's trying to jam the ball in there. Laser works him over from behind, and then the late shot from Gemini.
Obviously, this game's being refereed a little bit differently than the women's game.
I got 1 point red right here on the tackle.
I think there's very little doubt that Nitro went up top, but it doesn't seem to bother him much as he gets congratulated by the other gladiators.
15 seconds remain, but the Gladiators haven't let up at all in their intensity. Eric Sutton taking a tremendous pounding from Gemini.
It looks like all 3 of them got up on the wrong side of the bed. And Bob McElwee is going to call another infraction, but it's quite obvious that the Gladiators don't care. They've got that Houston Oiler mentality, Mike. They're willing to take penalties.
And Todd, I like the Oiler analogy because this Powerball playing surface has resembled a house of pain. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that is it, but not before Eric Sutton is slammed to the turf. Nitro, you can let up now. A 1-1 tie.
Right here we get a chance to see John Cueva trying to get the ball in, but he's on his knees, so he's not going to score. But evidently Laser doesn't know that as he continues to punch. Right here we get a chance to see Nitro going up top, a clear infraction of the rules, but Nitro obviously doesn't care. And here a little added insult to injury as Nitro drives John Cueva down and to his backside.
And Gemini puts a little extra mustard on Eric Sutton. He hits him high, gets a little help from Nitro, and follows through on his tackle, and Eric Sutton is driven to the ground.
Now Eric gets to find out what a gladiator sandwich is about, courtesy of Gemini and Laser. Powerball isn't always meant to be fun.
Eric Sutton and John Cueva clad in red and blue today, but tomorrow they'll be black and blue, a 1-1 tie for all that work. So after 2 events, Eric Sutton has a 6-1 lead.